On a crisp, cold winter morning, I went back to another favorite spot. Nothing is better than revisiting a location that you've had beautiful experiences at and taken wonderful photographs of. In this well-known spot, I didn't come for the stars on the stage. I came for the beauty in the wings. Something that every photographer should do when visiting locations with a star on the stage. Look around. There's going to be more than meets the eye. Just behind me here is the iconic and beautiful Ebisu and Daikoku Rocks. These rocks they're known to everybody who shoots in Hokkaido. And I've been here many times. Actually, the 5th episode I ever made was here at this location. And I did shoot those rocks. Now, to be honest, I didn't come for them today. I came for what's below me here. This amazing, pillowy, beautiful, smooth, contoured landscape below me here. And there was a fresh dusting of snow overnight, and it was very windy. So what that has done is made these beautiful pockets of very smooth, curved depressions in the snow. Luckily, there are reed grass sticking up through the snow, and it's creating this minimalist dreamscape. That behind me is beautiful, don't get me wrong. And even that peak over there, that giant peak, that's hanging on my wall in my house. But this morning, everything is about this beautiful snowy landscape in the foreground. There we go. How's that? There we go. When you're photographing scenes like this, it's really about the balance, right? And so in this particular shot behind me here, I have 2 pieces of reed grass, one going straight up and one slightly curving to the left. Now behind that, there's a smooth wave coming in from the right and another one from the left. And the one that the reed grass is on is one larger curve. And so I use that entire curve of the foreground one with the reeds on it, and then the 2 in the background that are kind of joining together behind the reed grass. Balance is incredibly important in your photography, and that's one of the things that you should really work on if you want to get aesthetically pleasing images. Balance is key. You know, that's what they say about people's faces, right? That the most beautiful people in the world have very symmetrical faces. That's balance, right? And so balance in images is very important. It's the relationship with all of those different elements and a visual weight. And if you're not focusing on any other part, if you can just get the balance, your images will improve dramatically. Yeah, that one, I don't know. I haven't looked at it on the camera yet, but when I took it, I have a feeling that that one's going to be one of my favorites of this shoot. Yeah. I hope you like it. I said that I wasn't here to shoot the sea stacks, but when the sun started to peek over the cliffs, I couldn't keep myself away. I skirted around the edge of the beach to not destroy the beautiful curvy landscape for the next photographer, something every photographer should consider, and I made my way closer to the stacks. I found my spot and quickly set up. I had to change my lens to the 70-200, which I did in my bag to avoid sea spray and snow. I didn't quite make it for the sun-star shot, but when it started to snow, it gave the scene an ethereal quality perfect for a sea stack topped with a torii gate. I was beside myself with joy. The beauty of the sea drew me in, and enchanted, I focused my lens on the peak that I had already hanging on my wall. But I've come to believe that all of my work are simply sketches, and there's always room to improve or to capture a different characteristic or mood. With the wind and the rough seas, I felt like today was the day. So now what I'm trying to do is capture a line of waves, especially if the wind is blowing at the right time and you get that sea spray catching the light, and then there's a nice beautiful line just arcing from the left side of the frame all the way over to that mountain peak over there. It's quite beautiful. If I can capture this one, I'd be thrilled. Now the sun is not horizontal anymore, so it's not really capturing the spray as much as I would like, but it's still quite beautiful. Like I said, I have this peak hanging on my wall, and it's beautiful in its own right, but if I can get a nice wave cresting in front of it with some sea spray, because there's an offshore wind as well, you know, whipping up that water into the air, it looks quite beautiful. So we have, well, there's the one, but it's a bit too far to the right. I needed to crest just before the middle of the mountain. We'll see. The fisherman walking through. Hopefully a wave does not come through now. Okay, safe. I waited for well over an hour for the shot, and while I did get some nice waves, the light just wasn't right. When I got some direct sunlight on the face of the cliffs, I was finally able to capture a shot I was happy with. After getting drawn into the allure of the sea stacks, I turned my attention back to the snowy beach. I was sure there was another image to be found. This time, however, I decided to shoot from above. It took some exploring, but when I found this scene, I knew I had found a gem. I love the balance and the simplicity of this shot, and the beauty reminds me of an old ukiyo-e painting. But I pushed in just a little bit more and captured this shot. I love both for different reasons, but this one has a little bit more poetry for me. A haiku in visual form. Oh, what a morning. What a shoot. Well, that brings me to the sponsor of the video today, HULKMAN Mega 600 watt portable power station. Now, I've been contacted over the years by many companies and I've turned them all down. And this is my first sponsorship that I've accepted because this is something that I would actually use and something that potentially you would use as well. This thing here has changed the way that I work in the field. If you're like me and you're running multiple cameras, you have a drone, mics, your phone, all of these things take battery power, and nothing kills your day and your creativity like dead batteries. Now, being in Hokkaido in wintertime, I'm sometimes out shooting in temperatures between 0 and -20, and the cold is no joke. Most power stations really struggle in the cold. This battery is built for cold weather. This power station has a high density battery that is used for EVs, and this is ideal for me. And if you're in a cold environment, I would say this is probably the one for you as well. So this 600 watt power station is enough to run multiple or charge multiple devices at the same time. That means I can charge my drone batteries, my camera batteries, and my mic batteries, which are actually on the cameras right now. So after I finish this video here, I'm going to be charging everything, and then I'm going to go to lunch, and I can just leave this in the car and charge while I'm on the go. One of the great things that I've used it for now is when I'm staying in a hotel. Sometimes the places that I stay at are pretty cheap to save money, and they have one outlet or two outlets, and I have 6 devices that need to be charged. I can plug it all in, go to sleep, and it's all done by the time I wake up. Boom, 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 I'm ready to go. So here we have a USB-A, USB-C, a DC out, and over here we have an AC, 3 of those, which is key for me. I can charge this to 80% in an hour if I plug it into a 600 watt outlet. I can also charge it by my car battery if need be, so I can be on the go for multiple days without ever needing to stop in a hotel or something like that. So the fact that this is built specifically for the cold weather is the deal breaker for me for other power stations. And being in Hokkaido, look, I mean, snow is everywhere. It's -10 today, I think. Wind chill factor of -15. And if this was not able to deliver when I needed it to, I would have thrown it by the wayside by now. So if I'm able to use this and charge while I'm going to the next location, that's the more that I'm able to shoot, the better, right? So I'd like to thank HULKMAN for reaching out. This is a wonderful piece of gear and an addition to my kit. And without it, I don't know what shots I would have missed. And missing a shot because you have a flat battery, what a travesty that is. So I'll leave a link in the description below, and if you're interested, go and check them out. I decided to visit another beach on the way home. I started the day by the sea, and I would end it there as well. So far, so good. This first side road is open, and fingers crossed I can make it all the way down to the beach. All right, so my batteries are charged up and I'm loaded up. The road is closed, but it looks like there's a path through. Perhaps somebody has been clearing it to walk through themselves. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna go down here and fingers crossed I can get through. Wow. This is beautiful. Yeah. The solitude you can feel on a deserted snowy beach is exhilarating. The colors of the sea and the sky were beautiful, the entire scene painted in pastel pinks, blues, and oranges. I decided to go for something a bit more abstract. I intentionally panned the camera with a long exposure. I've not done a lot of intentional camera movement, or ICM, but I love the impressionistic and painterly quality you can capture, with the right balance of light, subject, and movement.
The hush of dawn, a peaceful scene, a love that grows like a tender rose. In the soft light, troubles fade away with you. No need for words to say your love, a gentle breeze that carries me through.
Well, that brings me to the end of the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to HULKMAN for the wonderful addition to my kit. Please go and check out HULKMAN Mega 600 portable power station. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time.